and welcome back to Super Pat World on a Saturday afternoon. Much later than I expected, but ended up being a very productive day, so I don't mind. I don't mind being later than I thought. Hope you've had a good start to your Saturday. Saturday is a beautiful thing. No work tomorrow, people. What a lovely, lovely thing. It is a beautiful thing to not have work. Hey, why isn't that working? Oh, I see. I see the error of my ways. What's up, Erica G? And the place to be. Big shout out to the Bookish Mind. All right, that works. What's up, Sean? Happy Saturday. I am so happy it's Saturday. What's up, Sed? Can't wait to see you beat this level. I'm crossing my fingers here, Erica G, because we got no guarantees this is going to happen. I'm going to give it my best, though. You know that. Much love to you, Sed, and to the whole crew. I'm thankful for you all. I am thankful for you. What's up, Cameron? Man, that was a wild level yesterday. What's up, Brandon? Oh, while I was driving. What's up, Kyle with an A? While I was driving, Led Zeppelin, Fool in the Rain came on. And I had such a nice little nostalgia moment. Because I was driving through my hometown. And then to hear an old Led Zeppelin song, it was perfect. It was a perfect combo. Good afternoon, Anthony. Hey, Jeremy. Chicken and fries, you know I love it, Said. Although now I've started logging everything I eat. When I went out, I had breakfast this morning. And I logged everything. The chocolate chip pancake. That's the trick. I feel like it's easier to log your food when you're eating something healthy. But when you know you're going off the rails, that's the most important time to log it. Okay. At least for me. I know logging food can really be a detriment for some people. Not for everybody, but it's very effective for someone like me. Much more positive than negative for me. There you go. Thanks, Cameron. What's up, Michael? How are ya? How are ya? Just getting things set up here. Getting the stream all squared away. Chocolate chip pancake sounds really good right now. It was delicious. The trick is I try to get just one. And you know what else I get now? I can order one strip of bacon for $1.15. What's up, Mason? And I love to break up the one piece of bacon and put it all over the chocolate chip pancake. It is so good. It is so, so good. Right up my alley. But there we go. I'm from a month and a half ago, down over 10 pounds. You're the first viewer, Mason. Shout out to you. And I'm maintaining the muscle. That's the trick. You don't want to just starve yourself and then lose muscle. And then you're just left with the flab. I've made that mistake multiple times. Because it's easier for me to just go all or nothing. You're like, all right, I'm either never hungry or I'm always hungry. It's too easy for me to flip that switch. I just can't keep it flipped. What's up, Cliff? Hey, thanks, Sean. Making moves over here. What's up, Mary? What's up, Josh? Hi, Scott. Facing down, turning 40 this year, at the end of the year. And I would really like to be as healthy as I can be. And as balanced as I can be. I've really struggled with balance my whole life. So trying to find the balance here. Trying to find the balance. The balance of life. Hey, what's up, John? Is it a gauntlet level? No, I wouldn't say it's a gauntlet level. I'd just say it's a very strict platforming level. And especially where it has the checkpoint. It's just super tough. That's why it's taking me so long. But tough in a way that is fun for me. That is the key. If you're going to take on something that's going to take multiple hours, it goes a long way if you can enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. So how's your Saturday going out there, chat? Hopefully things going well for you. Hopefully things are going well for you. What's up, Torsten? Beat it like 10 minutes? I might, because I'm already 3 hours deep, so we've seen the goal near the end of yesterday's, Thursday's stream. So I don't think we're far off. So people hit that like button, double tap the screen, one or the other. And let's get down to business and defeat the Huns. What's up, Simon? And here we go. And away we go. Nope. This one. What's up, Lyric? Lots of rain in western North Carolina, but the sun is out now. That's a beautiful thing. I bet you get some nice weather over in NC. There it is. No. This one. Cocoa Canyons. There it is. Still just 2 clears. With a 38-minute world record. Let the games... Oh! Hold on. I gotta change the level code. Bop beat up. What's up, Midnight? Kyle's day's been good. Spent the day with your dad. Got some great burgers. Home now watching favorite streamer. Nice, Kyle. Watch Pat beat it first try, then what? I'll worry about that when we get there, Scott. If I beat it first try, I will be celebrating. What's up, Super Trucker J? Good morning, Erica. Your Saturday's good so far. You did a quick Six Flags trip before the crowds got there. That's brilliant. You live close enough that you can just kind of sneak in for the morning session? What's up, Larry? I'm not taking levels today, but you know, I only take levels the last Friday of every month, but I was considering trying something out. I'm considering starting to do an edited video series of just viewer levels. That way, I can ask for level codes in the comments section of the viewer level video, and then I can just pick and choose which ones I want to show in the next one. And I won't feel the pressure of every reaction right off the bat, good or bad, especially bad, is going to hurt someone's feelings. So I think that might be a good compromise. Plus, it would be a way to get some edited content out there that I think would be on the easier side to edit. So I'd say within the next month, I'd like to do my first version of that. Maybe I'm not sure exactly how we'll do it. But that's the idea. So not yet, Lyric, but there may be something in the future. Erica had a calm day, lazy. Did a workout, prepped some sweet potatoes, beautiful. Part of the lunch this week. Talked to your dad, went on a walking pad while watching. Went on my walking pad, right, like it's the little treadmill. Watching a true crime doc. There you go. That's a beautiful day, Erica. I got my workout in too. I'm less sore today, still a little sore. Feeling very, very on the path. Feeling like I'm on track. Every one of your edited content is viewer levels. Okay, there you go, Super Trucker J. Nice move. What's up, Eric? Happy Saturday. Your brother just finished his last day of school, 6th grade. Watched none other than The Lion King, which I think it was the original. This is a school I graduated from 8th grade last year. I even did a 3rd day of finals yesterday, as well as on the 2nd grade school year experience. And once I get out, me, my brother, and parents going to Moab for my mom's birthday on June 8th. Hope everyone's enjoying summer break. Very nice, Eric. What's up, Adeline? Good afternoon, David. Can I share YouTube links? No links allowed in my chat. I learned that one the hard way, Lyric, about 4 years ago. Jess, what's going on? Thanks so much for the heart and the share, as always. Okay, and what I need to do is update the level code before we get this thing started. And away we go. How did I come across this level? In Super Expert. I was playing Endless Super Expert and got this level and said, hey, if I have any chance of beating this, it'll have to be outside the run. And boy, did that turn out to be the understatement of the year. I've definitely used more than 200 lives, and the max lives you can have is 99. So there was no way I was ever beating this in the run. Hidden block here. Oh my goodness. Barely made that. All right, we got a chance here. Whoa! Oh no! Okay, I just rushed the last jump. Switch 2's coming, Eric. What's up, Bri? Yesterday was your birthday. Couldn't tell you because the chat was supporter only. Okay, Bri. And you're an original, my friend, so you're getting a birthday song. You are a Super Pat World original, Brian, so this one's for you. Wrong level? No, this is the right level, James. This is just the first section of it. If you were looking for the one from yesterday, 99% of the stream yesterday was spent in section 2. I'll probably get through this in 5 minutes or less. Yeah, the cloud one is section 2. That's it, James. You're thinking of the right level. It's just section 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brian. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Brian. Hope it's a great one. Big shout out to Brian. Thanks for showing that birthday love in the chat to our buddy Bri. All right, we all lined up. We ready to go? Did you like the stream? Let's get this show on the road. Let's get to section 2. That's where we want to be. Oh, just barely. Can't believe tomorrow's. There you go. It's going by fast, Eric. You might come back later. Okay, later, Lyric. You excited about the Switch 2 pre-order, but now you realize it has no games at launch, just Mario Kart? Well, I don't think that's true, Ev. My understanding is there's 30 games available that you can get right from the shop, from the eShop. Let's fact check this. I'll ask AI. AI will know. When the Switch 2 is released on June 5th, what games will be available for purchase on day 1? That's what I'm asking it, and we'll see what it says. Nintendo Switch 2 is set to launch on June 5th, 2025, with a diverse lineup of games available for purchase on day 1. See, Ev, I told you. This includes a mix of Nintendo Switch 2 exclusives, enhanced Switch 2 editions of existing Switch games, and third-party titles, including ports and remasters. We got Mario Kart World, like you said. We got Bravely Default, Flying Fairy HD Remaster. We got Street Fighter 6, Split Fiction, Hogwarts Legacy, Hitman World of Assassination, Yakuza 0, Director's Cut, Deltarune, Chapters 1 through 4, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, the Switch 2 edition, Survival Kids, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition, Arcade Archives 2 Ridge Racer, Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster, Gate Rune and Dune and Unification Wars, that's a long title, Fantasy Life I, which must be 1, The Girl Who Steals Time, the Switch 2 Welcome Tour, I'm actually pumped for that one, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Switch 2 Edition, Legend of Zelda Tales of the Kingdom Switch 2 Edition, Fortnite, Fast Fusion, Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics with the expansion pack, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, Sonic X Shadow Generations, Tetris. Those will all be available on day 1. And then additional notes, it says the Switch 2 is supposed to be backwards compatible with most original Nintendo Switch games, though some may have compatibility issues. Notably, Nintendo Labo Toy-Con 04 VR kit is confirmed incompatible due to hardware constraints. So there you go. There's some good news for you. Oops. So there we go. There we go. All right, Vicky, is it your birthday as well? I can sing you happy birthday. Yeah, well, I'll do this real quick before we get into the level for real. What's up, Em? I ended up doing it way later than I thought. Simon's saying summer break is very early in the U.S. Is it only for people who go to school, or do adults have summer break in June? No, but no adults, only kids and teachers. And even then, most teachers work a summer program. So even then, it's less than 1% of adults have summers off here in the United States. In France, youngsters have summer break from July till the beginning of September, but adults like me usually have 2 or 3 holiday weeks. Simon, that sounds so amazing. Bro. Wow, that sounds so good, Simon. What a beautiful balance that is. What's up, Ashley? I just noticed you over on TikTok. Sorry I missed you. And thank you for the heart and the share, Kiwi. Oh, I'm so jealous, Simon. That's such a beautiful thing. Hey, and thank you, Alien, for the resub. Dustin's excited for Elden Ring, Duskbloods, or Mario Maker 3. Bro, you don't even tease me with Mario Maker 3. Appreciate it. Would have missed it. There you go. Yeah, the medical emergency. Oh, my gosh. Well, I'm glad you're okay now. That's scary. What's up, Francisco? All right. We're back in business here. Let's get back to section 2. Let's do this thing. Whoa! There we go. Oh, no! Oh, I got behind it. I could feel it. Oh, I was going to say happy birthday to Vicky. That's right. Thank you. Shout out to Vicky. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vicky. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Vicky. Hope it is an excellent birthday, maybe the best of your life. We need that Mario Maker 3, Eric. Is there a lot of 3 holiday weeks? Bro, there is 0. This is in the United States. When it comes to holiday time, it depends on where you work, but the vast majority of the time, it is a very small amount. You got to work somewhere 10 plus years before you really start getting the benefits of like extra weeks. Yeah. It's kind of depressing. There you go. Big shout out to Vicky on your birthday. Here in the United States, people are likely to show off for having 50, 60-hour weeks. That's like the culture is like, you only have one job? What a joke. You got to be grinding all the time. You got to have your regular job, your side hustle, and the side hustle. So that's sort of the general vibe around here, which doesn't really lend itself to vacation time, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Now, see, this job that I have now is my first time in like the corporate world. I've had all types of jobs, from retail to restaurants. I worked at the IRS at one point. Now in technology, special educator. Lots of different roles, and I've got to experience the whole spectrum of workplace culture and workplace life. So, yeah. And I'll just say this in the most general sense. You know what? I'm just going to go right back to the game. I think that's the best way. Best way to handle that. Can you ask me tax advice? No. What I did at the IRS was sort forms. My entire job was I'd get a huge box stacked with forms, and I just had to sort them by type. That was the entire job. Oh, didn't have as much speed as I thought. What's up, Kevin? Kevin! Whoa, buddy. No, not quite. Scott's been in Hannaford grocery store 24 years. Home Depot 19 years. He gets 7 weeks paid vacation. Oh, between holiday and sick and personal time. Okay, you got it all broken down. Well, that's amazing. And see, that's what I'm saying. If you can, the longer you stay somewhere, typically one of the big benefits is you get more vacation time. And Scott, I've never heard of 7 weeks. That is incredible. Big shout out to you, bro. You're doing it right. 7 weeks vacation. Wow. Wow. I am jealous of that, bro. Oh, no. Now I'm behind a beat. Couldn't make up for it. What's up, STEM? So much time you don't know when you want to use it all, but I do. Well, that would be what I'd... Once you're up to something like 7 weeks, then I'd start to question, are they going to actually let you use that much? Because that's the trick. It's like when I was a teacher, and you got literally 2 weeks of sick time. You had 2 weeks of sick time, but you almost weren't allowed to use any of it. It was like a pretend thing. It was like for looks. Here's 2 weeks of sick time, but if you use more than 3, you're going to be in trouble. That's kind of the vibe. Three days, that is. Whoop. Oh, I had the right toss time, but the wrong hang time in the air. We got this. We got this, people. But yeah, one of my goals for this weekend is get my back porch all set up so I can start being intentional about just spending 20 minutes outside playing acoustic guitar. Oh! You can use it all in weeks. In weeks, like you could do it 1 week at a time max. Is that what you mean? Ben's school gave him a massive amount of personal days that he could use for sickness or whatever. He used every single one of them. He's taking his last day off next week to go to Six Flags. That's amazing. Cammy said, good luck and good Mario. Thanks, Cammy. All right, people. We got to get section 1 because this isn't even the hard one. Well, I mean, this is difficult. But the real tough section that I've spent more than 3 hours on is the next section. Oh, my goodness. There's just a lot of ways to do this wrong, and I'm showing you each and every one of them. Kiwi believes in me. Okay. I almost did it again. Oh, no, Pat! I did that out of order. I got to get my brain around it. It's crazy. When you used to be a teacher, you had 27 hours a week in front of pupils and often had work to do at home. Right. Wasn't paid, but you had 14 weeks of vacation a year. Now you only work 35 hours a week and have 5 weeks vacation a year, but your personal comfort is better. I bet, Simon. That sounds like a beautiful balance. You can use all 7 weeks as mostly 1 week at a time, but you did take 2 weeks before it once. Okay. Well, that's amazing, Scott. You got a great setup there, my good man. You got an amazing setup. Hidden block, Patty boy. Bop. No! Oh, no. Wow. It just goes to show you how tough section 1 is. What's up, Nun? This is a great game. What's up, Jeff? No. Working on Super Chaos World. That's cool. There you go. Fair enough, Eric. A level like this is like learning a dance. And then you gotta nail it at the recital. It's almost like choreography. When it's this strict. Like, it's not good enough to just do the moves. You gotta do them the right way at the right time. No! See, I dropped the shell too late. So I managed to fall faster than the shell and re-grabbed it midair. Whew. Hidden block. Don't forget the hidden block. There you go, Pat. That was good. Oh, that was so close, bro. What's up, Daniel? Have you made it to the goal room? I have made it to the goal room. Clint's using your vacation time hours. I've been using my vacation time hours at a time watching you, Pat. I don't know what that means, Clint. Sounds good, though. What's up, Daniel? Good comparison. Levels like learning choreography, exactly. And then you got to execute each move right on beat, right to the end of the section. Because if you get even a little behind time-wise, the scroll's going to get you. Oh, that was close. No! Okay, we still got a chance. Hold on, I can fix it. Can we fix it? Maybe. We're going to find out. We got a chance at least. Oh, that was so close. Come on, Patty boy. Oh, I finally waited too long. Do the days of sickness count as vacation days in the U.S., or does it count separately? In most places, it's separate, Torsten. You get a bank of sick hours and a bank of vacation time. And like somebody mentioned, they also get a bank of personal time in addition to that, which is pretty sweet. Jerry works at an accounting firm. We get about 7 weeks a year between vacation and holidays. Okay, that's pretty sweet, Jerry. STEM has a new job where you travel a lot and haven't been able to watch. How's that endless run going? Well, pretty bad. I'm down to 10 lives, I think. But we got like almost 1,300 clears. Taking time, saying the time I watch you is a little bit like vacation. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you use work vacation time to watch the stream. It's like, that can't be right. But you're saying watching the stream is like a little vacation, which is really beautiful. So thanks for saying that, Clint. Now I understand. If you haven't choreography ready as a comparison, makes me wonder if you did theater stuff in high school, college. No, I did a lot of music stuff. Like I took all the music electives I could. At my high school, there were different letter wings, and the A wing was where all the music and arts people were, and that's where I felt the most at home. At Amazon, you get PTO vacation, and you can request leave. Lots of options. Nice, Daniel. Scott gets sick time, which can be used whenever you don't have to be sick. You can plan it ahead of time. Okay, interesting. Interesting. And like I said at the beginning, people, I want to make it very clear. It all depends on where you work. Every place does it differently. It is not the same everywhere. So I don't want my experience to be any sort of representation of the entire United States, because it's very anecdotal in that way. It's just my very narrow 10 jobs worth of experience relative to the millions of jobs available. Get there. Okay, we got it. Too small of a sample size to represent anything outside of my individual experience. I got it this time, chat. Don't you worry. Told you. And now the game is afoot. Now it's going to get crazy. We cannot get behind at all. You can tell the muscle memory is way more locked in for this section than the last one. Oh my good gracious. Now the game begins. You get State of Maine, you get 40 hours work to get 1 hour sick time. That's interesting. Alucard gets 2 weeks, but it's almost impossible to get them. Like to use them. Yeah, I know it's like that at a lot of places. Here it is, Ev. That's it, STEM. It's time. M, we got the checkpoint, Erica. Here we go, James and Eric. Strap in, people, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. It's going to be a bumpy ride here. But now I have the power of caffeine on my side. I actually had a coffee today. My once-a-week coffee. The waitress came by and said, "You want a refill? They're free." And I was like, I would love a refill, but I got to just keep it to 1. Yeah, to use your days off. Yeah, that's frustrating, Alucard, when you technically have the time to use, but the place you work doesn't like you to actually use it. Oh, that was not good. We can't. This is a problem. No. Better. You worked at Amazon for 7 years, up to running a site. I'm not sure what that means. 100. Oh, like the manager. 160 hours of vacation. It was very looked down upon using it. There it is, STEM. Like I know that that's a thing. That is definitely a thing at some places. They'll give you all this nice looking stuff. Oh yeah, you have all these options, all this stuff. But then as soon as you start trying to use any of them, manager wants to talk to you. It's crazy. Move so fast, you got to do it perfectly. Exactly. You got to learn the dance and dance it. Lopez, thanks for the follow. That's what you want it to look like. That's beautiful. We're on track on this attempt. Oh, and then I lost it right there, bonked. What's going on, J-Man? In France, you have sick time delivered by a doctor or a therapist, for example. I don't know what that means, but that sounds interesting. There we go. See, that's what it should look like. There we go. Okay. Oh, but we already learned that's not good enough. Oh, my gosh. Okay. We got past that part, and now I remember. Now I remember. You know you want to take some time off. But we are very busy, and the crew is tight. We'll have to deny some of it due to coverage. See, John knows the speech. It's definitely relatively common. You got all types of sick time, vacation time, but don't you dare use an hour of it. Let's see, it's one of those tricky things, because then it makes it look like on paper, like it's very well balanced. But in reality, it is anything but. Is that good enough? No, but very close. From February to the end of April, you couldn't work because of depression, and you were still paid. I don't know if sick time means what I'm saying. Okay, so you're saying... Okay, now I think I understand what you're saying. You're saying if you have a legitimate medical or psychological verified reason, by law, you have to be approved to take the time off? Maybe that's what you mean, because that's pretty cool. Streaming, there's no paid vacation or sick time. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But I will always treasure my my time as a full-time streamer. That was really awesome. And I'll always have a faraway hope of it happening again. I feel like I could do better with it the second time around. Oh, no! I knew that wasn't going to fly. Going through the divorce and trying to figure out if I can keep the house all while the stream was up, down, all around. Make 1/4 of what I made the previous month. And then make double that the next month. So it was just so hard to... So difficult to try to make these big decisions with long-term effects. But again, I'm not complaining. trying to give the context to part of why I think if I... Ooh, that was good. If I was to have another shot at it... Oh, I didn't duck. I didn't stay ducked. At my job, we have a dedicated person who covers anyone who is on vacation or calls in sick. So if we need a day or short notice, vacation day, it's covered. That's a brilliant system, Clint. Like having a substitute teacher if you need the day off. Yeah, I hear you, Justice. It's a rough system. Oh, I wasn't high enough up. Did you say a few minutes used to be a teacher? Yes. Yeah. It was definitely my favorite job I've ever had. It made it so easy to work as hard as possible in the context of my boss felt like my students. I was there for their benefit. So I didn't feel like I was working for the principal. I felt like I was working for I felt like my students were my clients. And it was my job to better their lives. Oh, why isn't... I wonder why I'm not keeping the duck anymore. That's nice to say, Justice. Wish you were rich. Give me a bunch of money. Well, hey, maybe one of you out there will hit the lottery. And be like, oh, I just made $100 million. I'm going to kick 100K over to Super Pat. Definitely a long shot. But you never know, people. Stranger things have happened. Nice. Oh, well, I managed to keep the duck at least. You're a sub at your daughter's school. I know most teachers would rather go in on the deathbed than to make sub plans. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Everybody knows what's happening on a substitute teacher day. No! Oh my goodness, we're getting there. Alien, me and you were 2 numbers off. It was $1 billion. Come on, Alien, we're almost there. There we go. You could have kicked me 100K, wouldn't have even felt it. You get a Billy. That's crazy. Justice just played. Erica still wants to write you in on the professional development tracking sheet. Had most positive impact on my teaching than any workshop. What a sweet thing to say. Big shout out to Erica, the amazing double stop Mom 35. Can you jump from the other side? You can. And I think that's the intended way. You know what? In fact, let's try that a couple times. Maybe now that I'm getting back there more consistently. Happy Saturday, Philip. Appreciate it, Justice. A whole streamer house makeover. There you go, Alien. I like that. All right, don't reset, Pat. Whatever you do. Good gracious. Yeah, see, when I was a special educator, student or teacher, if I found out anyone had a birthday, I was coming by the classroom with my guitar, and we were all going to sing you happy birthday. That's part of why it was so natural to do it with the stream. I think it worked when I did the big jump. You ever listen to the band Brand New? Of course. About your age. You see them in Salt Lake next week. I'm jealous, Stem. Awesome band. They definitely were on the rotation. Ooh, that was a good save, and then a big fail. Then a big fail. You did 2 long-term sub gigs back-to-back this year. And wow, it ain't easy. There you go. Shout out to you, Ashley. There you go. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Oops. The teachers, the nurses, Any job where you're a caretaker in some way is definitely a special brand of work that I feel like is extra satisfying, but also extra emotionally taxing in a way that's not easy to describe until you've experienced it. Oh, because it's like that say, like someone doesn't want to talk to a therapist because they're like, well, they're paid to care. They don't actually care. They're just paid to care. And the reality is, I can tell you from being a teacher, I'm paid to be there. I'm there to get the paycheck. That's what's got me there. But with that said, you spend even just a week or two with the same group of people that are relying on you in some way, you're going to care. If you have any heart at all, you're not going to be able to help but actually care. And similarly, when you start seeing a therapist, they actually start to care. I can't say 100% of the time, but I'm saying, like, in the context of assuming you have a big heart and you're a good fit for that type of job, the caring part is relatively automatic. You can't. It's hard to not care. And that's what introduces an emotional tax that isn't necessarily the case with your immediate family, for instance. It's a totally different vibe. There we go. That's looking good. I'm a little close. We got away with it, though. This is a great run. We are nearly... Uh-oh. Little around the outside. Oh, can we still pull this off? If we can, we're going to have to do the sneaky way. Almost. When teachers had birthdays, when you worked at a bigger school, you quickly pile your whole class in and would sing, "This is your birthday. It ain't very long, bye," and would leave. That's pretty cool. You work in mental health, hard not to care. There you go. And the ice cold hearts are definitely out there. And Jess is seeing them tonight. We talking about brand new? And thank you, Tan the Man, for the gifts. Big shout out Tan the Man on TikTok. Let's use a substitute teacher like Jack Black in School of Rock. That's such a great movie. School of Rock. That's an underrated movie. Wow, pulled it off. Nice. There we go. No, okay. Oh, what are you supposed to do there to make that work, bro? I can't figure it out. I've got it to work. They're in Oregon tonight. Oh, my gosh. Well, have a great time, Jess. Oh, gosh. How is that not it? What do you want me to do? How can I get that thing any higher? I'm there as early as possible. I'm jumping like a madman. Get on top of the ice block. Yeah, we've tried that too, but that takes... Well, let's go back to that. We tried that before, Scott, but let's try that. Because the first thing we did was trying to jump onto it, but the problem was I was too late. It was taking too long to do it. But what I'm realizing is I do it much faster now. So the problem might not have been the... Look at that. The move. Yeah, see, it's... Well, let's see if we can finagle the bagel here. I don't think so. Oh! Oh! Get there! Ah! See, part of what makes that worse is when the time it takes, that little extra time it takes for the bullet bill to travel far enough right to get up and over on the right side. That's enough time that the scroll is so much higher up relative to when I try the duck jump. when I do the duck jump, I don't have to wait as long for the bullet bill, so as a result, there's way more time. So that's part of the trick. Facebook lagging. A lot of people saying that. Shout out to anyone watching on Facebook. I apologize for the quality. If it's a disaster, though, feel free to check out YouTube and Twitch. That seems to be working out pretty well there. We'll get closer, Eric. Get the cloud sections down. You still think the duck jump is the way? It may be. We're almost there, Ashley. We're nearly there. This is a good run. Oh, and then I ruined it. I definitely don't think the duck jump is intended in Evergrease. But it definitely works well if you can do it. TikTok works well too. The only thing I don't like about TikTok is that I'm forced to send it the horizontal stream. Can you make it, if you turn your phone sideways on TikTok, does it fill the screen for you? Aw, a little too. It's blue, had to switch to red. There we go. More and more people have been saying that they're having big issues trying to watch on Facebook. Which, of course, that's where I have 60,000 followers. That's where I've had, by far, 10 times more growth than any other platform. And that's the one that they're just letting rot. I don't know how else to say it, people. I don't know how else to say it. What's up, Dots? Okay, so it does. There it is. Alucard's saying that you can watch on TikTok sideways and it fills the screen. So that's better. That's good. Uh-oh, I'm way too close. But we pulled it off. Nice. Good. Hey, see, we're further ahead now. Very good. Come on now. Come on now. Yes. So you're telling me there's a chance we need both of those bullet bills, if you will. Right this way, please. Oh my goodness, we have a chance, chat. Oh my goodness! Hold everything! And remember, we have to wait. There's a troll right there. Ah! There it is! Oh my good gracious, chat. We got it done. Third clear in the universe. And the world record, that's right! I forgot that I restarted the level. So there we go. Come grab that world record from me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now that was a wild one. There it is, Ev. What's up, Sally? Thanks, Ashley. Thank you, Simon, Cy, Erica. What's up, Yo-Yo? Nice to see you. Thanks, Ev, Midnight, Eric, Barry, Philip, Mike, Jeremy, Jeff, Jay Britt. The world record and everything. There it is, Patrick. Thanks, Erica G. Ashley, Dots, you came at the perfect time. There it is, Alucard. Tan the man with 6 GGs. Thank you so much for the support. There it is, John. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. NM came through with the bounty. Oh, my gosh. You are out of control, Em. Thank you so much. Okay, we got to play you the ultimate support song here. Oh, my good gracious. You are amazing. Thanks for the support. Oh, my good gracious, people. I can't believe it. I was not expecting it to happen on that attempt. I was not expecting that. I thought I still had a couple more. I thought I was going to take 3 or 4 with the 2 bullet part. But I just went for it, and there it is. Oh my gosh. And 100 bits coming through from Super Trucker J. Thanks for the support, Super Trucker J.
You are amazing. Thanks for the support.
We did it. Now I'm telling you, you have to try that level to appreciate just how tough it is. It's the kind of level that is way, way, way tougher than it looks. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. The days go well, John. And Ev came through with the bounty as well. Thank you so much, Ev. And the gaming band director coming through. Big shout out to you. Thanks again, Ev. This one's for you.
You are amazing. Thanks for the support.
Thanks for the support.
The final and most feared level. So I wonder if the one we played is in the super world. RNG Castle. Oh my gosh, bro. The last level had a 38-minute world record, and this one's got a 42-minute world record. Getting into cooking. There it is, John. You just missed it, bro. I can't believe it. I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. The father of Kaizo blocks in the genre. Kaizo blocks like troll blocks. Wow, people. Well, I'll put you in the database. I can't believe that has so few hearts. Maybe it must be the Kaizo blocks, because the level design is on point. Oh my goodness! Look at the rank here, S+. Wow. Wow, chat. No, I'm not even going to open that level. Not right now. I wouldn't want to do that back to back. Now, let's see. Let's do a detailed search. I'm really in the mood for some new soup. That's what I'm in the mood for. So let's see what they've got. Super expert within the past 90 days. Technical. What's up, Patrick? No way, I ain't doing it again, Game Band Director. Wow. I still can't believe it. And David coming through on Cash App. Thank you so much. This is the most lucrative level I think I've ever beaten. Thank you so much, chat. Great timing, too. Wow. Let me play the support song. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You are amazing. Thanks for the support.
Thanks for the support.
Let's see here. Look at this. This looks tough. No one's ever beaten it. 51 second. Oh my gosh. Let's try it. Is it descending? No, we're ascending. Let's try it. Oh, did I still do it by clear rate? Appreciate you, Club. Jeremy with the $10 super chat. Thank you for the support, Jeremy.
You are amazing. Thanks for the support.
Super pack today.
Thanks for the support.
No way, Midnight 2. Thank you so much, Josh. I'm overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed. Thank you so much for that support. You're getting a song too, my good man.
You are amazing. Thanks for the support.
Thanks for the support.
Yeah, I think I searched uncleared. And I got a bonus for getting the world record. Thanks, Kiwi. Okay. Ooh. Okay, this is cool. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. All right. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. First one is easy on purpose. I think they probably get progressively more difficult. Okay, stay left here, Pat. Oh. Okay, I like this. Definitely a little wall jump precision here, Scott. Ooh, that was close. Oh, I gotta commit more. I didn't hold right enough. Okay. All right. Commit. That's going to be a tough one. I have to land right between the spike and the saw, and I have to wall jump as soon as Mario touches that wall. I got no wiggle room. Oh! Come on now. But I like it. I like the design. Ooh, buddy. Okay, this is the one we haven't gotten past yet. Stay. Yep. Yeah, okay. Oh, I should twirl there. Easier to control your position in that way. That's progress, Ev. Oh. Wow, I still can't believe we just got that clear. And I can't believe all the support. Thanks, chat. That one keeps getting me. So I'm getting a little too much height there. I gotta stay lower. There you go. Okay, use the twirl strategically. Okay. I gotta use the twirl more. Oh! I have to be brave on that one. I have to be brave on that one. Because I need to be higher up. I'm aiming for the middle, and I actually want to aim for the top third. Middle's too low. Because I'm not factoring in that as soon as I land, I'm going to slide down a little. So in order to be in the middle, see, like right here, I really want to be a little lower. I want to let myself slide more, but the more difficult one's over here. You ported your number to a new carrier. New phone port has not happened yet. I don't know what. You're keeping the. You got a new phone, but you're keeping your number. Is that what we're talking about? You couldn't figure out how to twirl, Elgard? Oh. Oh. That's the one. Too low again. I think starting it, did you notice that that time I started it with the wall jump? That made it feel a little easier to get past the beginning of it. Good. Like this. I still think that's the way to go. You kept your number, but they not added your number. I wanted it still a temp number. All right, well, I hope it all works out for you, my friend. Good. We got those two locked in. No! I was ready, too. I was ready. I was going to go high and twirl. But I did not get the chance. What's up, Eric? Oh, buddy. Thanks for the gifts, Kiwi. Have you liked the stream yet, chat? Double tap the screen. Hit that like button for me. I really appreciate it. There it is, Kiwi. A little precision pat time. Ba-na-na-ma-na-ma. Oh, buddy. That's called cutting it close. Too close. And Eric with 200 stars. Thank you so much for the support. The star drops for you. I think you're the superstar. That one I want to be lower than I think, and the one I'm stuck on I want to be higher than I think. That's too low. See, if I'm too low, I won't grab the wall. And what I mean by too low is if it's relative to the floor. And in this case, the floor is a spike. So if I make this wall jump, oops, too low, if my feet are too low, it won't let me wall jump. Like that. That's too low. Mario fails to grab the wall for whatever reason. J-Man came through with the Venmo. I can't believe it. You're all piling on here, and it's so beautiful. So thank you. Thanks for the support, J-Man.
You are amazing. Thanks for the support.
Woo! Thanks for the support.
Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. Oh. We got the wall jump at least. Oh, there it is. Thanks, J-Man. There you are. J-Man. Too low. Oh. That was like the last possible opportunity. All right, I want to make it past this. Oh, all right. All right, the twirl worked. It got me past, but I was too excited. I've made a mistake. Too high. See, part of what's making that feel difficult is the milliseconds. When I grab the wall, see, it takes a little bit before you grab the wall, so I can wall jump right away. Like, as soon as Mario's there. Bop. And so you can delay that jump by a very tiny amount, and it ends up making a relatively big difference in your trajectory. Especially when you got a 2-block space. Oh my gosh. This is definitely a tricky one, people. Super Mario World was the newest Mario game you've played before Mario Maker 2. There you go, Alucard. That's a great one. You didn't play Mario 64? Man. Maybe I should... You know what? I should intentionally aim high and then wait to slide. That's probably the best strat there. Patty boy. Back here. No, I choked. But I at least aimed high, so technically progress. Oh, I got too fast for my own good. And that's what I mean when I'm doing wall jumps like this. That's like as little time as I can possibly put between them. But I tend to aim low when I'm doing that, and that's what ends up holding me up there. Oh, we got away with something there. Okay, let's make it count. There we go. That little twirl adjustment is going a long way. Oh, come on, bro. That seems to creep up on me for whatever reason. I'm consistently misjudging the height of that particular jump. Use the twirls. No, now you're over twirling. Got twirl happy. Worked against me. I don't want to twirl just to twirl, but I want to use it when necessary. I don't want to forget that it's in the arsenal. But I don't want to do it just to do it, because that will be the result. Thanks, Clumsy. Clumsy believes. Oh, boy. Mario's forehead is starting to doubt it, though. See what I mean? Only 64 game you played was Zelda Ocarina of Time. Well, that's a great choice. If you're only going to do one, that might have been the one to do. Oh my gosh. I tried to not overthink it. Would have been good to think about that a little more. It's a fine line between overthinking and underthinking when you're an overthinker. All right, we got another chance. Stay low. Stay low, bro. Not much better, but I'll say it's better. Send Mario some bubble wrap to protect the forehead. I don't think bubble wrap's going to cut it. I think we're going to need a straight-up helmet. And face shield, for that matter. Son found Ocarina today. He's been playing it constantly. I keep thinking I could play a real one as well as the N64 one. Or what do you mean a real one? Oops. Like a real Zelda? Because Ocarina's a real Zelda. That's why I don't think it's that. That keeps happening. Send Mario some armor. There it is. It needs the helmet and the faceplate. That's the only way he's surviving these jumps. Oh. Wouldn't have helped him there. Like the actual instrument. Oh, the ocarina! Gotcha. Now I understand. I assumed you meant the video game, but now I get it. Oh, that one keeps getting me. Guessing a non-real one like an APK or ROM hack. See? There are all different ways to interpret it, Ryan. That's a valid one. Go down to church. Congrats to clearing the level. Thank you so much, Erica. And have a good time. Enjoy church. That's on the schedule for me mañana. And then I'm watching Star Wars with my cousin. And possibly having some Papagino's pizza. What's up, Elisa? So that is pretty sweet. Looking forward to that. It's a good one, Game and Band Director. There we go. We made the adjustment. Good. Pat, you're making progress right now, bro. Get ready for it. Yes. Which Star Wars are we watching? Phantom Menace, episode 1. We're starting at episode 1, and every week we're going to watch a different one after church together. Can I rate your edits? No. No, I cannot. Oh, gosh. What kind of pizza? Well, I won't be in charge. I won't be in charge of that. I'll get to weigh in. But if I had my preference, if I was going to get Papagino's pizza exactly the way I like it, it would be extra cheese with light sauce. Because Papagino's, especially having worked there, I can tell you, that cheese is like gold. That is expensive cheese. That's high-quality cheese blend. So it has so much delicious flavor packed into that blend. And I actually really do like the sauce, but I don't think you need much of it. Aww. What's up, Fernando? But that's such a specific one that if it's me and one other person, then I'll try to convince them to try it with me. But if it's more than just one other person, in this case, it'll be his whole family there, too. My aunt, uncle, cousins. So I won't want to be the difficult one. I'll eat whatever they get. Can't go wrong with extra cheese. The only way you go wrong with extra cheese is if they make it extra, like way too much cheese. Every now and then, I'll find a place where the normal amount of cheese they put is I prefer it to extra cheese. But Papagino's, like I said, there's somewhere I can tell you as someone who's worked there, they are strict about not overdoing it with the cheese. Oh, because they will lose so much money so quickly if they even have 1 or 2 employees that's giving double cheese or even 1.5 times cheese. It's too expensive. Oh, come on, bro. Haven't had pizza in a while. Now you crave it. There you go. What's up, Lorena? Yeah, right. For now, I'm taking level codes the last Friday of the month, but I'm working on a new format where I would do my level viewer sessions offline, not live on stream. Make it an edited video. And then I'd take level codes in that comment section. So I'm hoping I have the first one of those in the next couple weeks. Extreme Pizza was like that. They started putting so much extra cheese that pizza would cave from the weight. How much is a pizza as you'd like it? What do you like? How much does the pizza cost that I described? We talk about Papagino's, Rye? Clumsy likes that idea. Elcott could never play any of the instruments except for on game consoles. There you go. Did you play Guitar Hero? That was one of my favorites. I love to play the drums in Rock Band. They really did a good job with that. Well, Ryan, this is the thing.
Oh, no.
Papagino's is one of the most overpriced, like, expensive spots to get pizza. So it's not a great representation of pizza cost in general. But I'm pretty sure extra cheese, a large extra cheese pizza is going to be like 18 bucks at Papagino's, is my guess. But I haven't ordered Papagino's in at least 8 years. I'm not really near one, so it's not on my radar. Man, that one's tricky. Pretty good at Guitar Hero, nice. Double Star Mom can play a variety of instruments poorly, and the rest of the family can play a ridiculous number of instruments well. Well, you get at least partial credit, because they wouldn't exist without you. Oh, gosh. This level means business. Yeah. Good job, Patty Boy. Okay, we're back. We're back, and I'm doing it. Come on. It's too late. I'm not too happy about that. If we can start consistently blasting through these first 3. See, right now I'm consistently blasting through the first 2. I need to get the same level of mastery that I have on 1 and 2 over on 3. Very good. Very, very good. Oh, that's a tricky one. That is a tricky one. Actually, not bad, to be honest. Most places here in Oregon are like 25 bucks for a large, not including Pizza Hut. For a 1 topping? Hold on. Well, now you're making me even more curious. Hold on. I'm going to ask AI. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something's yelling at me. Okay. I'm going to say, what is the average cost of a large 1-topping pizza in each state in the U.S.? That's going to be my question. Comprehensive data on the average cost of large one-topping pizza in the U.S. is not fully available in my sources. However, I can provide insights based on available data from prior years, 2021, and some context from 2023. Okay, Alabama, $8.56. Alaska, $10.21. California, $9. Oh, but this is no good because these are all the 2021 prices. So, yeah, this is one time AI is not going to help us. What's up, Dave? Did I beat the level? I did, Andy. I did beat that level. And now we got a new uncleared challenge here that's proven to be quite difficult. But in a fun way. I feel like I'm just finally getting the third section down here. This one. Ah, but I underjumped it. Large one topping is usually 25 to 30 bucks in New York. See, the place near me, when I've ordered pizza in the past 3 years, it's always been from this one place. And I just get a plain cheese. And with a side of fries, it comes out to $21, I think. Almost. Large one topping from the local pile is 18 bucks. Where Dave's at. No! Oh, what a save, bro. Good. Oh, I was too low. Like they say, I know you could do it. Thanks, Andy. What's up, William? Did I ever finish the Dark Pea Balloon level? No. See, now that was a good example of a level that it stopped being fun to keep trying. It stopped being fun. What's up, Rashad? For me, that doesn't make it a bad level or that the level creator was at all bad. It was a great level creator. That's what made me that much saltier that I wasn't able to enjoy the challenge. But it was nothing personal, just that reality of not everything is for everybody. Not every challenge is for every contender. And that one was not for me. Oh, I twirled too early. Man, this is precise. Oh, see that it's consistently it almost feels like it's boosting my height a tiny bit when I twirl too early. Averages are difficult to trust, affected by every value. Medium might be a better question for AI. Well, the thing is, the biggest limitation in this case, Clumsy, is that all the data it was pulling was from 2021, and prices are wildly different 2025 to 2021. So regardless of average, median, whatever, the bigger issue is the data set. But remember, people, this is as bad as AI is ever going to be. It only gets better from here. And once it becomes self-improving, that's when the exponential growth is off the charts. And they're already experimenting with, rather than feeding it data, creating the models to teach like a two-headed dragon, where one is responsible for coming up with the lessons, and the other is responsible for actually doing the lessons. And in that way, it's able to build its own data set, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And the more refined that process gets, and the higher the compute power gets, the more out of control it gets, and the more questions arise. For now, it's all a big experiment. We'll find out. Find out. Almost. That's as far as I've made it. That jump right there. Self-improvement AI, how you get Skynet? Well, it's already happened. The inflation kicked in, no doubt. No doubt. The prices are definitely up. At least near me. I know, I just went to BJ's and Market Basket today. Getting closer to Terminator, Alucard. Look at that. Twirlless. Oh, we've never made that wall jump. Okay. Look at what's coming, though, bro. Oh, my gosh. The last one's going to be so tough. The jacket of the motorcycle. That's one thing I would never want. Excuse me. It's a motorcycle. I think I'm going to try twirlless for a while. Prices up where Kiwi's at, too. And this is starting to sound like it's a political thing, and it 0% is, to be very clear. This all started with talking about the price of pizza 4 years ago versus right now. But I know that quickly devolves into a political topic, which we will not be discussing here. And I will reiterate, politics and religion, very, very important things. That's all the more reason why we're not discussing them here in a family-friendly Mario stream. That's what the focus is on here. But it's not that those things aren't important. This is just not the time or the place. Good. Yeah, see, now we're getting to that level of mastery with Section 3. That's as far as I've made it. What's up, Alex? Please don't. They have other places like that. Exactly. That's it. There's plenty of places. There's plenty of places to explore politics and religion. I would argue it's almost most places at this point. All the more reason I've doubled my commitment to keeping them out of the stream. And politics more than religion, because that tends to be the most divisive in this context. I'd say with the religion thing, it's more like the thing that makes religion a tricky thing to just have an open policy, talk about whatever you want, is because different people have such different ideas about what is appropriate. Oh. Okay, we're getting consistently back there. We're almost there, Rye. Game band director. Gotta know when to talk about things and when it's not appropriate. That's it. There's a time and a place for important things. But, and you know, that's part of, I'd say one of my heroes is a guy named Daryl Davis. And he was someone who was more than willing to share a meal with people in a hate group that he knew hated him. And his approach ended up being very effective in changing hearts, but it also came at the expense of many people believing what he was doing was wrong and they shouldn't even be interacting. But that definitely resonates with me the most. I tend to believe that people have the potential to change. I'm not a strong believer that once you think a certain way and once you do a certain thing, that's it. Now, you could never be, you could never recognize the error in your ways. And so similarly, I know for a fact I shouldn't say know for a fact, I don't actually know for a fact, but like statistically, numbers-wise, I'm sure that some of the regulars here in the chat have strong political and religious opinions. Hey, more progress. And this stream represents a time where you're shoulder to shoulder with people who strongly disagree with your opinions. And that's part of what I love. If you're going to be active in my chat, you've got to be willing to be respectful to every kind of person that's talking in the chat. And we've got every kind of person in this chat, which I love. Whoop! Closer. Can't always make everyone happy, no doubt about it. Shout out to Austin and Ty You have Pizza Hut and Domino's. You prefer the local shop. Yeah, I can see that, Dave. Tim saying politics, religion, divisive. Exactly. Politics, invasive, no doubt. As long as you aren't hurting yourself or others down to hang out, they give you a chance. And there you go. You don't have to worry about Alucard. It's a nice neutral space here. It's a nice neutral space. But there's some people that don't think any neutral spaces should exist. And I think there's valid reasons to make that argument. I don't think that's way off. I obviously just explained why I disagree with that. But with that said, I also don't think, oh, well, while I disagree with it, I think there's no valid argument to be made. I think you can make a valid argument based on the stakes, but that ends up being a slippery slope. A very slippery slope. Oh, that's the same spot! People, we are almost there. It's rare to have the ability to agree to disagree, and that's an important one. Streamers are one of the best on the web. You can't make everyone happy. Everyone wants to be happy as here. There you go. If you're here and you're happy, you're in the right place. Glad to have you. Definitely, I think it's definitely important to have that strong sense that when you disagree with someone, that doesn't mean the other person's entirely wrong. You can disagree with someone and still recognize there are valid points to be made on their side of the argument. Even if you find the opposite side more compelling, that doesn't completely invalidate the other side. And I feel like a lot of people tend to think that way. Oh, that's progress. That's progress. Dave's too old to argue politics, religion. Believe what you want to believe without putting others down. There you go, Dave. You're speaking my language. Do you know how many rooms? I don't. Well, let's check the clear check time. Austin saying you're going swimming at your grandparents' house, waiting for sunscreen to dry and get a chance to watch. Nice. Now, that's a beautiful day, Austin. Soak this one in, my friend, because you're making core memories over there. 51 seconds. So I think it's probably just this. I'm so glad we looked. I'm so glad you just asked, Alex, because look what we just found out. At the end, once I go through the pipe for the last one, I have to hold left as I'm exiting the pipe and do a perfect wall jump. These are spikes. Up, it's really hard to see, but whoops. Those are spikes. So I need a max height wall jump twirl. I need a max height wall jump off of the pipe I'm exiting. So I have to already be holding left, and I need to time the twirl perfectly at the absolute maximum height of my jump so that I get enough height to clear that stack of spikes. All right, people. Hey, shout out to Todd for the follow. Thanks, Todd, over on TikTok. Trying to get this first clear. What's up, Romeo? Yeah, I am so glad to have looked to see that Game and Band Director. That would have been brutal. Hopefully there's no hidden blocks. I don't think there'd be any room. The way that's set up, it looks like only one... Oh, looks like only one way is going to work. So if they put a hidden block there, I don't think there'd be a workaround. Oh, gosh. What's up, Tim? Saturday is going well. Getting a lot done. It's like a wall jump puzzle, sort of. This is the kind of puzzle I can get down with. Have you liked the stream yet, chat? Because now's a good point. Now's a good point to do so. A little too late. I wonder if I should bring back the twirl. That is the twirl. There we go. Oh, I was so worried about not being too low, I was too high. Gotta be real precise with these wall jumps. You ain't kidding, Eric. Nothing wrong with puzzle solving? Nothing wrong with it. but certainly not my favorite. Oh, that was close. There's a great example. Do I think you're wrong if you enjoy puzzle levels? Not at all. Not at all. Who puts hot sauce on their pizza, and if so, what kind? I wish I could. My acid reflux won't let me touch hot sauce. I can't even be in the same room. Not literally. I'm exaggerating. But I wouldn't even consider hot sauce. Oh, my gosh. Definitely no trips to the hospital. Whoop. That was close. What's the level I'm playing? This is a platformer. This is a platforming special. Man, that's tricky. Go sriracha or crushed red pepper. There you go. Your least favorite was Pick a Path. Yeah, I'm right with you there, Alucard. Nice. Okay, we finally got to the point I've been waiting for of getting consistent with Section 3. Nice! That worked out better. We've never been here. Oh, that's so difficult. I didn't realize just how difficult it was till I was midair. I have to do the tiniest. This one requires a twirl. The only way you're getting to that position where you need to be is with a twirl.
Oh, no.
Very low jump twirl. I think these are going to be all twirl jumps here. By necessity, not to try to finagle the bagel. But by necessity. It's just the bare necessities, the simple bareness. You found out that your only sweet treat just started giving you severe heartburn. Oh, now add chocolate to the list of things I can't have. I'm sorry, Erica. That's very annoying. Back when Tim was younger, used to get chorizo pizza and add Frank's. That's last run progress. We're almost there. What's chorizo? I don't know. Never heard of it. But apparently it's spicy, so that's probably part of why I've never heard of it. Oh, buddy. Maybe another body should be a question. Wait, listen. I am thrilled that any of you are even watching, especially hitting that like button, hitting that share, throwing stars, any of the many ways to support. I appreciate to the moon. It's spiced ground pork. Oh, chorizo. Oh, it's Portuguese. I'm reading different comments. It's a lot like chorizo. Okay. I've gotten that at Chipotle. Yeah, little jumps are the way to go there. Oh, man. See, I have to have a uniform height to that jump. Because I keep sometimes jumping lower than I did the previous attempt, and that's when I keep messing up. I need a constant variable. I need a control group. Gonna have to find some. There you go. You like your challenges? Special level was full complete. There you go, Rome. I'll always watch it. Hang out when the schedule allows it. And there we go. And I'm so thankful to have you, Kiwi.
Oh, no.
I'm very, very thankful. Oh, too low. Too low. Yeah, and I'm basically halfway out of debt. So making huge progress there. That's definitely helped my mental health. So again, I want to make it very clear that that many of you are part of how that was even possible. And streams like this, all the support just comes flying in. So once again, thank you. And if you're relatively new, I know I'm just throwing out there being in debt. I had a situation where I was a full-time streamer and making more than I needed. So enough that I was able to save. And had a pretty good savings after like that first year of being full-time. But then I started really declining the stream numbers. And it wasn't like a gradual decline. It went from cutting in half, and then the next month, that got cut in half and became the new norm. So in a matter of a few months, my normal income got cut into a quarter and never recovered. But I didn't know that was going to happen at the time. I kept believing it was going to turn around. So I was like, all right, I just need to buy time. So dried up the savings, then went into debt, and it never turned around. Not yet. Not yet. But the point being, then I went back to work full time, and now I am digging my way out. But I want to give that context because I feel like, especially since I'm publicly saying it, that could imply a lot of like almost nefarious things. When in this case, it was like I gambled on myself and lost. But I don't regret it. I actually don't regret it in that context. I'm glad. Like, I have no regrets in that way. That I gave everything I could to trying to be a full-time streamer and staying a full-time streamer. Even if it didn't look like it. I've certainly got some messages of people being like, you're not the same person you used to be. You're all dried up. Not dried up. That's not that wasn't said to me, but the sentiment that I was not who I once was valid in the context that that's what it looked like on the outside. But there was just so many struggles that no one ever saw directly contributing to it. But the way it would look on stream is that I was just have no tolerance for any of the I don't know how to say it, chat. Not while I'm playing this anyway. Okay, let's do it. Oh, buddy! How you like me now? That's progress. Progress the next time back. Now that feels good. Now that feels good. And you know, that's the other thing about eating healthier. It's actually saved me more money because now I don't get takeout. Where I was pretty regularly getting like, I'd get a pizza probably once a week. And that's the thing about living alone, people. if you're single living alone and you buy a large pizza, you just committed to eating 8 slices of pizza. Whereas even if there's just one other person with you, then, you know, you're committing to 4, maybe 5, depending on the other person. But when you're single, anything you buy in that way, you get a large pizza, you just committed to eating 8 slices of pizza, and that gives you about a 4-day window to do so. So, not only was it costing more money, but not great for the health if you're eating a large pizza every week, but just part of what ends up happening when you're solo. Walking the mile in your shoes. Love and support. Encourage you. That's so sweet, Em. Thank you for all of the support and encouragement. Rome knows what I'm talking about. Shout out to any of the people. Shout out to any of my single people out there living alone, trying to make it work. Especially if you're 30 or above. It's also freezes. That's true. I have never frozen a slice of pizza, though, J-Man. But you're right. You could. You certainly could. I've eaten plenty of frozen pizza, but I never really thought to freeze it. But that would definitely extend it. You know, that's actually... I'm actually really glad you said that, J-Man. Because if I was to get a large pizza now, I'd keep 4 slices to have 1 per day, and then freeze the other 4, and then maybe save those for the next week. Just take longer to reheat, but that's not a big deal. That's actually a great idea, J-Man. I literally never even considered it. Andy said one day I ate a large pizza by myself because I was so hungry that night by myself. Andy, I've done a medium. I've eaten a full medium myself from Domino's, but never a large. Shout out to you, Andy. J-Man, you do it quite regularly at our house because of how picky I am. J-Man, what a great idea, bro. Thank you. That is a great idea. Because that's if you If you're getting a large pizza and you got to eat it in 4 days, you're eating 2 slices at a time. Whereas ideally, especially with my current diet goals, it would be a one and done situation if I'm having a slice of pizza. Oh gosh. Game Victor says, I mean this in the most loving way possible. Seemed a lot happier the last few months, and I'm so thankful for that, for sure. It's just been... It's been a very strange time for a lot of different reasons. And the thing about being a streamer is anything you say can and will be held against you. And so, especially in that context, I try not to overshare. I definitely share. But you notice I'm not somebody like, even on my Super Pat World pages, I don't like post like my thoughts. I'm not like keeping you up with my actual life. And I probably should, but I would feel much less comfortable with that. But the reality is I don't do that on regular social media either. Like, I'm not the kind of person... If I'm in a special moment, that's the time I'm less likely to even have my phone in my hand. Oh. I'm a way more in-the-moment type person in that context. One of the few times it's easy to be in the moment. And I feel like having a partner definitely brings that out of me more. I feel like there's a lot more moments that feel that way versus solo. Oh, I probably shouldn't have twirled. Why is to protect the privacy? No doubt. Some people want to use the information against you. That's just it. Single life can feel rough at times. It sure can. Used to do the 5-5-5 deals at college. You played poker, ate the medium that way. There it is. Probably 3 nights a week. Put on 40 pounds in college doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a common story there, Jay, man. I could definitely relate. My younger days, there were, especially when Domino's, when you could order Domino's on the app, and you could get a 2-topping medium pizza for $5.99. That was out of control. That's when I would do no sauce, extra cheese, and cheddar cheese, which basically turns it into a cheesy bread pizza. That's my favorite Domino's pizza, the Super Pat pizza. We've talked about it many times over the years, but it hasn't come up in a while. But that is by far my favorite Domino's order. And imagine getting that for $5.99! Extra cheese. It's basically a pizza of cheesy bread. It's so good. Oh. It's that cheddar. The cheddar is what makes the cheesy bread at Domino's taste so good. Marshall loves the white pizza. It's hard to find good ones. And a white pizza is typically just dough and cheese, but oftentimes it'll be combined with garlic and herb. There's a place near me that does There's a place near me that does a garlic and herb white pizza, and that's probably my favorite white pizza. It's got, the garlic really carries it. It adds that pop you're looking for. But ironically, that's one of those times where too much cheese tends to ruin it for me. Because especially if it's on the thinner side, crust-wise, I don't want a bunch of cheese caked on there. Oh, no! Oh, I thought I was there. Miss Domino's in Japan, they had Lonely Man, Single Man meal. $10, 2 medium chicken and soda. More common in New England for the white pizzas. There it is. Do I like medium cheddar? I like all the cheddars, actually. I can barely even tell the difference. I've never, like, had them individually, but I know anytime I have cheddar, I'm happy. Justice is down for the no sauce, but it was tough to get that. My all-time favorite type of pizza, chicken, bacon, ranch, and add spinach. Wow, that sounds filling. Favorite back was college. Chinello's. Deal for students, get a large one topping for $5. What a deal, John. The place not too far from me, Chicago-style deep dish, called their 8-pound pizza. Barely get through one slice. Oh, my gosh. See, that would be probably be too cheesy for me. Because sometimes there's, like, Pizzeria Uno's. I like their deep dish, but I would prefer their thin crust to the deep dish. Wish pesto as a base. I love pesto as a pizza base, Justice, but that is rare to find. There was one spot. When was that? That was so many years ago. But pesto on pizza is awesome. Any cheddar is good cheddar. Any cheddar is good cheddar. I also would like to put a little cheddar on my grilled cheese. It's a great compliment. You know what I mean? I feel like cheddar is just a great compliment flavor. Very rarely overpowering. Pretty easy to pick out with the palate. No, I thought that was good. Pickles on pizza. There you go. What's up, Sauce Pow? Now I loved sweet pickles as a kid, but at some point I just got off the pickle train. Grilled cheese sandwiches are real good. I love grilled cheese. See, now, part of what... I've been having a lot of grilled cheese lately, in fact. And you'd be like, Pat, I thought you were eating healthy. Well, this is the thing. Relative to eating 2 slices of pizza, a grilled cheese is really healthy. And I've made this mistake in the past, trying to eat healthier. Can be very easy to try to switch all the way to the ideal. Make everything organic, nothing, no pesticides, no, like... Try to have the perfectly clean food and nothing but that. And that's my all or nothing nature. So I've made that mistake many times in the past, and I just don't last. Whereas if I keep it in phases and just make each phase healthier relative to the previous phase, I make consistent progress, and I can actually make it happen. What's up, Paradise? Kiwi has a bad reaction to garlic. Had that tomato soup. There you go, Rye. Grilled cheese is your favorite now that you found good bread and cheese that you can eat. Had a grilled cheese sandwich every morning in high school. That's a beautiful thing. When you find a spot, you almost want to bust out in song and dance. Me too, Justice. It's really good, but it's a lot. Yeah, 8-pound pizza sounds massive. Like a balance? I don't remember what I said that prompted like a balance. We have not been back to the end in quite some time now. Oh, it's too low. I got stuck there for some reason now. I gotta iron this out. Elcod wants that Alfredo sauce. Alfredo sauce is great on pizza too. Any white sauce is gonna be pretty great. But calorie-wise, adding Alfredo sauce to pizza, you just jacked up each slice by like 300 calories. Oh, gosh. Of what was already just a cheese bomb to begin with. Between healthy and not. The balance between healthy and not. Less of a balance. Like, so if right now, if every day for lunch, if you eat McDonald's, right? Then it would be way, way healthier to have a homemade pizza. Not a whole pizza, maybe half a homemade pizza. Now, is half a homemade pizza every day for lunch considered a healthy choice? Universally, not necessarily. But relative to having McDonald's, which would represent one of the least healthy things you could be having a lot of, it's a huge step forward. And so you can make the mistake of being like, okay, I'm going to go from having McDonald's and lunch every day to having chicken, rice, and broccoli and nothing else. And I feel like that's something you can pull off for a week or two. Some people can just make that switch. But I found for me, I can't just flip the switch. So I do it all in phases. I've been working on it now almost 2 months since I swapped out salads for lunch every day. Got back from an Italian food festival. I had some deep fried ravioli. I love deep fried ravioli, sauce pow. You only do that when you're a regular and ask if it's okay. Deep fried ravioli is awesome, Game and Band Director. It was amazing. I bet. Another example is with salad. I've definitely heard many people, not just one or two, but many, try to make the claim that you shouldn't even bother having a salad if you're going to cover it in dressing. And I couldn't disagree any more with that statement. I think that is outrageous and so short-sighted. Because, again, in the same context, if normally you have a cheeseburger and fries for lunch every day, even if you have a salad with a ton of dressing on it, and even if you manage to put enough dressing that it equaled the calorie count of the burger and fries, it still has 100 times more nutrition than the burger and fries ever had. So there's still massive value in having the salad soaked in the worst dressing ever to swap out for the burger and fries. Oh, man, that's where I'm failing. It's the purists. I guess that's who I tend to disagree with the most consistently. People who think it should be one way. Oh, gosh. Like, in this game, in Mario Maker 2, there is a taboo about pause buffering. Pause buffering is doing this. Trying to make small adjustments between pauses to try to be, like, as precise as possible. Now, is it fair to say that makes it easier to do the trick? Definitely. That's a valid point, 100% true. Should you be looked down upon for doing that? That's where I would say absolutely not. It's not. I think it's a real stretch to call that cheating because it's literally within the game. It's within the realm of what the game gives you as the player to do. So you could call it cheap. You could make an argument that it's cheap in the context that it makes a challenge easier. But if you watch the videos of the people who typically are doing it, it's in the most insane, precise levels I've ever seen that require frame-perfect, pixel-perfect stuff. And even still, they'll get it in the comments about pause buffering. And it's like, that's that purist mentality that says, no one should. I think it's totally valid if you decide, you know what, I don't ever want to pause buffer. I give my full respect to that. That, fully respect. But when you cross the line and say, anyone who pause buffers is a less than Mario player, that's when you've totally gone out of bounds, in my opinion. That is what I would say. Okay, I got lost in the chat. If you're only going to walk 15 minutes, might as well stay on the couch? Yeah, that's horrible advice. I would never say that. Try some other veggies. Salads tend to be bland. Not from, well, that's the thing. I love packing it with all of it. Right now, my salad's got lettuce, spinach, onion, peppers, cucumber, onion. Did I already say red onion? Avocado, tomato. I got some nice croutons. And I just got, I was using dried cranberries that had way too much sugar. And I found today at the supermarket 50% less sugar. And then I'll eventually, after this pack, try to go no sugar. Oh, man, you don't want the beets kiwi. There you go. I don't think I've ever had beets. Come to the bio class and argue? I'll argue anywhere. Agree with them about the pause buffering. I would think it would be insanely difficult, require a ton of skill. Well, that's it. But it's another one of those situations where a valid case can be made that it is cheap in the context of making it easier than it would be without it. I do think that's a valid argument. But at the point that you say it's raw, no one should do it, that's where you lose me. That's that purist mentality I'm talking about. There we go. Finally, bro. No! I was trying not to overthink that. Beets are great. Have an acquired taste. Wow. There we go. Oh, I knew I could feel that coming. Walnuts in a salad with nice raspberry vinaigrette. I actually love raspberry vinaigrette. My two favorite dressings, raspberry vinaigrette and Robusto Italian. Consider that gatekeeping, exactly. The gatekeeping thing. I'm not on board with any gatekeeping. I'm not on board with that at all.
Oh, no.
That's a good terminology to fit the bill. Yeah. Ultimately, you're welcome to refrain from doing. It's, you know what? It's similar to the people that would argue that it would ruin a difficult game to have an easy mode where you can get the same stuff easier. And that to me is absolutely out of control. But that's an argument that's made often. I believe every video game should have as many difficulty levels as the developers are willing to include. And I think every difficulty level should include the same rewards. Now, I'm not against giving like some kind of insanely difficult level for the people willing to do the hardest difficulty. That's not what I'm talking about. Whoop. Come on. Oh, I rushed it. What's up, JR? Actually having a great Saturday. I really like this circuit workout. I really like this way of doing it. Because it's, instead of being rep-based, it's time-based. Ooh, Patty boy. We're back in business now. Come on, Patty boy. That hurts because that's exactly what happened last. Not exactly, but very similar result to the time we made it there 3 minutes ago. Well, tomorrow was supposed to be Mario Galaxy, but I may make it a Mario Maker 2 stream instead. And bring this level back. No! Damn, bro. Used to do that in elementary school. Gym teacher was an Olympic athlete. Set up 10-minute stations, rotate through. Yeah, I love that. That speaks to me. It's a brutal one, Andrew, but it's awesome. Take a screenshot. It's actually uncleared. Midnight's playing it now. There you go, Josh. Shout out to Midnight. You'll be playing it till midnight. Or, well, that actually sounded condescending, and I didn't at all mean it that way. I was just trying to connect your name to the moment. But I have no doubt that there are many of you out there that could clear this level. And I would encourage you to do so. Take a screenshot, get in there. Yeah, okay. I refuse to hit this first spike, bro. No, I can't believe it. 3 in a row, bro. Now it's in my head. Prep another bounty of times. Missed the stream because you stream super early on Sundays? Yeah. That's the thing. If I was going to do the stream before church, so it was going to be like around maybe even 7:30. Is that right? 7:30 situation. Oh, but we're finally getting through this consistently. Yes. Are you kidding me? No! There is more! Oh my goodness, I thought this was the end. No! Yeah, no, I wouldn't want you waking up 4:30 a.m. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, buddy. All right. No checkpoint. So it looks like I really want to try to do as big of a jump here and just do a wall jump at the full height, but I think my feet would scrape against this. Even if I got full height, I think I'd still be too low. It's clear that the intention is you do your first wall jump here, but the trick is I have to be as high up as I can be, basically, without hitting this spike. Is that true? No. No, because I can twirl. But it's the situation where because it's so far right to left, the twirling is really going to be necessary. Come on, Patty boy. Oh, buddy! Oh, I tried to do a ground pound cancel to reset it. How do I get in position for that? So I think my instinct was right to say I want to be as high up as possible here, and then I have to maintain max height all the way up. And I was doing controlled jumps, which wasn't helping me either. So maybe that's not true. I'm just remembering that I did controlled wall jumps the next two after. So I think once I get here, I want max height, and I'll take my time next time I make it here.
Oh, no.
So yeah, I think I'll bring this back tomorrow. I think I'm going to bring this back tomorrow because I'm really enjoying it. But we are kind of locked in right now. Woo! Hey, come on now, Pat. Am I back? Oh, almost. I'll give this 3 more tries. If I make it back to the end in 3 tries, I'm going to keep going. But if I fail to make it back to the end in these next 3 tries, I'm going to do this instead of Galaxy tomorrow. This is number 1. Numero uno. Too low. It's like a Mario Souls game, right? Check the replay full up. You're so nice, Deb. Thank you so much for being so generous. Putting up bounties for levels. Man, so many of you came through today. That was wild. Thank you again. I feel like oftentimes I have delayed reaction to things in that way. Like it's often after the stream. Oh, there's attempt 2. When it really sinks in to me, like when people are extra generous. And then I always feel extra guilty because then I feel like, oh, I should have done a better job of thanking them. But I get so lost in the actual level, the big serotonin blast just from beating the level, that kind of dominates. Oh, okay, I'm going to stick by it. We're bringing this back tomorrow, but it's probably going to be real early, like 7:30 a.m. So there we go, chat. Thanks so much for being here. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow. Thank you so much to everyone who came through with any stars, shares, follows, likes, gifted subs, all the above. Venmo, Cash App. You're unbelievable. PayPal, any of the ways in which many of you support me. I can't believe it. And I wish I did a better job of thanking you, and I want to find better ways to be thankful. To express my gratitude, not to be, because that's the thing. I already am, but I oftentimes feel like I wish I could do, because this is part of what holds me back. I am overly guarded against exposing someone's privacy. And so something like posting your star senders, your top 10 star senders, all that kind of stuff, there was a while Facebook was pushing that. And I never felt comfortable doing that because I had the experience of having someone give stars, and then a family member saw that they were in my stream and saw they gave stars and started trolling their family member for giving me any stars in the first place. And so I've never been able to shake that feeling of like, the last thing I'd want is to try to be thankful to someone and then end up putting them in an awkward spot with they're now getting criticized for giving any money to any streamer. Because that's its own little thing, you know what I mean? So the point is, that's the kind of thing that holds me back from that dynamic being overly. So I'm apologizing for it, but I'm not sure exactly how to fix it. Just know I appreciate you. There we go. Okay, appreciate you, Q. Hello, Andrea. Just ended now. But ultimately, I'm just trying to give you a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart. Really do mean it. So thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you big time. And thanks for listening to me rant and rave over here. What a wild journey it's been, people. It's been a wild journey, but I'm glad to be here. It's definitely been a wild one. So thanks for being here. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with, and there are a lot of us struggling. So if you're one of them, make sure you got someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, or therapist, and try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside. Find a way to move that you don't dread can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. I'll actually be taking a walk after this. So don't give up. I know life can be very overwhelming. Oh, I think I missed a part. In any case, life can be very overwhelming, hit you with some wild ups and downs, lefts and rights, twists and turns, traumas and tragedies, and have you feeling like, oh my gosh, everything is a disaster. Nothing is going to get better. Nothing is ever going to be the same. Life could never be as good as it was when I had this person or this thing or this pet. Valid to feel that way, and there will be times you feel that way, chat. Even if you don't struggle with mental health, you will have times of great loss, and it's going to be tough to get through. But especially if you do already struggle with mental health, those times can be indescribably difficult. And this is part of why I try to end every stream encouraging you with these words, in the hopes that anybody that's going through anything like that right now can be reminded that as much as it feels like nothing good is ever going to happen again, it's not true. There's some great stuff coming to you soon. I can't say how soon or exactly what, but I can promise you from the bottom of my heart, there is some great stuff coming your way in your life. But when you're really down, when you're dealing with that big loss, dealing with whatever it is you're dealing with, it can really feel like, it feels like this. Even if something good does happen, it almost doesn't count because of all this bad. That's kind of how it feels. It doesn't even matter if something good happens because of all the bad stuff that's happening, it overwhelms all of it. So it's curtains. There's no point. That's the feeling. But the truth is, until that good part comes in, you're misjudging it from the downside. Once that good thing sneaks in, you start shifting around. Things start to feel a little different than they did when it was nothing but terror, nothing but fear and anxiety. But it's so hard in the moment to recognize it, and this is why people can end up making massive life-changing mistakes when they're in that deep spot and they don't recognize they're there. So that's the bottom line of what I'm suggesting and what I'm advising, is when you are really down, the most important thing in life is being able to recognize, okay, am I really down right now? Am I depressed? Am I really anxious? To be able to ask yourself that question in the moment rather than just blindly going along with every horrible thought you have, going right down the spiral, because that's what happens, people. You spiral right down, and the more you're spiraling, the more that feeling intensifies that the good stuff doesn't even matter. And that's when you're the most vulnerable to make these self-destructive decisions. So this is part of why I'm trying to remind you. If you're anywhere in that spiral, keep in mind that you can't trust your thoughts while you're in the spiral, and you got to trust and believe, go into survival mode, stop believing every thought you have, and recognize, I can't trust my current perspective on reality. Can't trust it. And instead, I'm going to trust the truth that it's not going to be as bad as it feels right now. Easier said than done. I'm not trying to say it's just flip a switch, smile all the time, and then you're happy. It ain't even close to as easy as that. So I'm not trying to patronize you, but I do genuinely hope that encourages you. And if you need a little family-friendly escape, I got you covered with thousands of hours of gaming content scattered across the internet. So make sure you're following Super Pat World, all one word, on every platform you can find me. And I hope to see you there. So thanks so much for being here. And tomorrow, probably early stream. I'm thinking around 7:30. So be ready for that one. I'll see a couple of you anyway. Thanks so much for being here. And thanks again for all the support, chat. You're unbelievable. You are unbelievable. Cumulo at the end coming through with the heart. Appreciate you over there.